EU Indo-Pacific Ministerial Forum is an excellent opportunity for many things, but I would like to highlight three. First of all, to give an update on the situation in Ukraine on the ground. Second, how to explore better ways to enlarge and extend pressure on Russia with new elements, including sanctions. And thirdly, of course, this is a very good opportunity to bring Ukraine together with the ministers of the Indo-Pacific and the EU in the same spot, because we share many concerns, not at least when it comes to territorial questions regarding territorial integrity. So this is a common ambition. So, Dmitry, please, over to you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Tobias, for inviting me. You offered me a unique opportunity to do both the European Union and the Global South, the part of it in the Pacific region. And I think it was a very wise decision to combine both here in Stockholm, in Sweden. I came here right from Guatemala, where I took part in the summit of the Association of the Caribbean States. So basically, we Europeans will cover both Latin America and in the Pacific region in like 3 days, exchange views, our plans, and make new plans for our engagement with the global South. But yes, I agree with what Tobias said. Of course, the main topic of our discussion in the informal meeting, at the informal meeting of the EU foreign ministers, will be the war, the Russian aggression, and how are we going to counter it on all fronts. The second one will be the European integration of Ukraine. Sweden is presiding. We appreciate everything the Swedish presidency is doing. We are doing our homework. So to cut long story short, main topics of my conversation with EU foreign ministers today will be long-range artillery ammunition and short-range accession talks. These are the main themes, but of course we will go in more details on some other important issues. Thank you.
Foreign Minister, can you share with us a little bit about what's going on the ground in Ukraine right now?
Fighting every day. We are trying to kick the enemy out. The enemy tries to take new positions, to grab more land. No big developments, and I think it's actually very bad because we got used to it. It's impossible to get used to people's deaths, but it's only now that I understand what the title of the famous novel "All Quiet on the Western Front" meant. When you wake up, you read the news, and basically you come to the conclusion that all is more or less quiet. But someone is dying there. Someone is fighting for a trench. Someone is trying to defend the trench, and someone else is trying to take over the trench. So we are in the anticipation of big events. And my job today, and this is why I ruined my schedule in order to be here today upon the invitation of Tobias, because first I consider Tobias a good friend and I wanted to be here, but second, because we have to do everything that we can to support our forces on the ground, and the European Union has both the political will and the capacity to do it. And this is why I came.
What else do you need right now in the?
When you fight a war, you need everything. Okay, this is like everything, literally, from medical vehicles to transport injured soldiers from the battlefield, to long-range missiles, armored personal carriers, F-16s, a lot of stuff. There is never. Listen, the point is very simple. I will say enough was. I appreciate everything that is being done for Ukraine. I sincerely appreciate it. But I will say that enough was done when we win together. That will be the moment when I will say, guys, you did brilliantly. And I think this is also the understanding that we have with our friends.
Minister, when does Ukraine start the long-awaited counter-offensive? And a second question, the media reports that Germany is preparing another big military package. Can you confirm? And doesn't this come a bit too late for the counter-offensive?
instead of asking, you are not the only one who is asking that question, and my response is very simple and frank. Instead of asking, when will the counteroffensive begin, ask, have I done enough for the Ukrainian counteroffensive to begin and be successful? This is the question that we want everyone to be focused on. We are constantly working with all countries on new assistance packages. And yes, we are working with Germany on the new assistance package. Germany has done a lot already. We can discuss the timelines. That's, of course, we always need everything as soon as possible. And we appreciate when we see every effort to speed up deliveries. This is always very much appreciated.
Minister, you're meeting with the Global South today.
Yes.
How important is it to convince them to be on your side of this conflict? Because indeed, not everyone in the Global South really buys into the narrative in the Western world.
I think the situation in the Global South is not as bad as some try to picture it. But yes, it is important to have as many friends as you need. But most importantly, you need a circle of friends who will support you with weapons. That's what you need to win the war. Thank you.
The Chinese envoy will arrive in Kiev.
Det är någon som står ut. Det är någon annan där. Nej. Alltså jag fick sätta in den här. Så funkar det, men det digitala funkar inte. Men.
Sorry guys, can I... Sorry, just 1 second. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry, just 1 second. Can I just... Sorry, thank you.
Svaret på frågan är ja.
Ni vill ha mer?
Das ist ziemlich kommt gerade. Die beiden im Bild und dann diese schiefe Doppelmikro von ARD und ZDF. Da geht er noch einen Schritt nach rechts und die antwortet er trotzdem noch weiter.
Behöver vi någonting mer? Men jag måste fixa det. Jag vill inte ha den här på.
Sorry, later when you bring people in, would it be possible to not sort of come right into the shot? Because then afterwards, their arrival shot, like Mr. Kuleba, for example, you're right in the middle
Okay.
of Kuleba.
Oh, you don't want me in the middle of the picture.
No offense.
Yeah, I'll try to do my best.
Thank you. We tried to just get like a proper hanging shot. But I understand. Trying to get one of the spotters.
But I'm going to be very small.
On your knees, please. We're not expecting anything for the time.
Det här ska grown up.
We'll be back.
If they say something, then there's no answer. So many questions.
But if you can let her office know that you're in
And no.